Hey guys, we should be starting right now. Awesome. Hey guys, this is Cain141 with XBLA fans. We're gonna be going over Smite today, so definitely a fun game to check out. I've got the menu noise muted, so I can actually talk right now without you having to hear the Scylla song every 14 seconds. I guess I'm the only one who's gonna get to hear that part. Apparently, there's a patch tomorrow, which is really cool. I'm just hearing that now. I'm kind of excited. Teach you? Oh, man, dude. It may take a little bit. Nah, MOBAs are tricky, dude. So I'm going to let the lobby just kind of go for a little bit here. Just chat. Let some guys filter in. And then we'll be good to go. No, I'm looking forward to this. This should be fun. So, gonna be going over the starter gods. I've got all the gods unlocked at this point, which the easiest way to do that, for anyone wondering, right there. It's definitely worth it, to be honest. If you're gonna get into this game long term, like, yeah, you could get everything for free over time, but like $30 is not much. I kind of wish Riot had that with League. It would save me so much money. But yeah. I'm gonna go see if I can find the patch notes actually while we're waiting to start up real quick. We do have giveaway codes today, so we will be giving away some codes. Hey, what's up, Warslayer? So yeah, we do have a couple alpha codes. We'll be doing that throughout the stream as well. Awesome. Thanks to everyone who's retweeting that. Oh, sweet. Thanks, Hella. Let me take a look at that. Now, for those of you who don't mind, though, I'm going to toss the tweet into chat. If you guys can retweet this, it's huge for us. Nice. That's awesome. I'm excited for the patch. That's really cool. Yeah, I remember that. You were telling me about it. I'm still waiting for leagues, dude. Yo, dude. Anything will be better than the Scylla song at this point. And I want Quiet Bastet or whatever. I don't even know how to say that word. It just looks cool. That skin looks freaking cool. So yeah, guys, this is Cain141 with XBLA fans. So we're going to be going through 5 different gods today. It's the 5 gods that you get for free. Oh, you bought the Founders Pack? That's awesome, dude. No, I kind of wish I had. Like, I want that Ares skin. Like, Ares is one of my most played gods, and, like, I don't have that skin. So you were lucky. Like, I love that thing. It looks freaking tight. Like, I'm I guess, God rank 5. Yeah, patch notes tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Sean Sig? AK4. Yeah, no, like, when you get the Founders Pack, you get this awesome skin. Like, this thing's freaking tight. He's a really strong character, too, especially if you're playing Arena. Oh, dude, Bologna needed a major nerf, man. Like, I can't stand her. I have videos right now of Bologna tower diving me inside, like, my spawn point. Like, just straight up running into my spawn point and killing people who just spawned and running away. It's like, there's no way that should be humanly possible. That character is broken if she can do that. Like, that doesn't take any skill at that point. Bologna's stupid. I'm not a fan. I've played her a couple times. She's really easy to play, but really annoying. Whoa. That didn't mean to happen. There we go. Moving it so I can see better. Oh, you like the Ymir skin? Yeah. No, I have my own Ymir skin, which I'll show you guys soon, probably. Because, I mean, since he's one of the ones I'm going over, you're going to get to see it. Yeah, no, Ymir's really cool, too. Is that the... I think this is the PC one. And then you got the Xbox one, which is pretty tight, too. But I like my Digimir. My Digimir's tight. Like, yeah, the skin may not look the coolest, but his abilities look freaking awesome. And I like his little, like, club in this one. I swear he's got, like, I don't know. Those feet just look weird to me. Yeah. Yeah, you have both Cacodemons or whatever. That's because you're, like, OP hella. Dude, I want Twitch Ymir. I wish they'd be able to do that one on the Xbox. I'm not sure what they're doing with it. We asked them and they said they weren't really sure. No, but Ymir's one of the characters we're going to be going over today. We're also going to be looking at... Let's see. Let's just go through those real quick. Might as well. So today we're going to be looking at... We got all selected. Yeah, good. So we're going to be looking at Guan Yu. Chinese God, melee, warrior. Obviously, not personally one of my favorites, but he's pretty fun to play. It's got a lot of sustain, which is actually, like, I've been using a new build on him that I kind of like, that I stole from someone on the internet. I mean, where else do you get stuff anymore? You don't actually come up with stuff on your own. You steal it from the internet and find someone who's got something good and just adapt. We're going to be going over Neith, Egyptian Hunter, and honestly, like, for new players, probably one of the easiest characters in the game to play. Plus, she also has some pretty cool skins. Like, I think some of these are pretty cool. Like, that's, who doesn't want the nurse? You got Buccaneer. Not bad. No, I haven't bought any for her because she's not exactly one I'm going to be playing a ton. The Geb 1 skin, dude. Are you talking about this one? Because I totally have that one. Yeah, it's a pretty sick one. Do I personally have any Mastery level 10 gods? No, I don't yet. I have a bunch at level 5. I have been pretty much trying to play a little bit of everything, so I got like most of them around 2 or 3. I don't think I have anything at 10 yet. But I know I have a couple at 5. So like I was showing Ares earlier. I know I have Ares at 5. So I have not gotten to 10 yet on anybody. But like everyone you see that little lightning bolt by, that means I have at least a 1 or 2 on them. Hey, what's up, Snapple? Yeah, Snapple's calling me a casual because all he does is play Bologna. So he goes to like tier lists off Google and just literally picks the most OP champ at any given time. Yeah, and then just plays that champion only until they get nerfed. So he's not playing Bologna anymore because she got nerfed. So he's like, no, I'm done. But anyway, back on topic. We're going to look at Ra. You know, Egyptian, mage. Nice thing about Ra is, you know, he's able to sit in the back a little bit more. And he's, what, Snapple? What can I not read? Bitter called me a casual. Oh, I'm still blaming you, dude. I automatically blame you for everything she does. You should know this by now. That's kind of how it works. Alright, so we're going to look at Thor. Thor is probably one of my favorites of the free gods. Like, he honestly is the first god that made me look at Smite and take it, like, really seriously, because I thought his ultimate was just awesome. So, I mean, I've got the, like, Brutal Legend Thor. I really like this one. Bitter, you can do wrong. It's still going to get blamed to Snapple, though. And then we got Ymir over here. Ymir is probably one of my... I think this probably is my favorite of the free gods. Like, honestly, I think he's pretty sick. Does a lot of cool stuff with this character. So, like I said, we do have some giveaway codes today for the alpha for anyone who isn't already in there. So we'll be doing those at some point. But first off, just wanted to go over a little bit about the basics of the game. So for anyone who has not played a MOBA before, yeah. No, for anyone who hasn't played a MOBA before, you've got these different characters, or in this case, we call them gods. So each one, we're just going to go look at, let's see, what's the first one that I can find that I'm going to go, Guan Yu. So each one of these has different abilities, and they've also got a passive, which is down here. We'll go over those more in depth, but as you play, you level up your abilities, get stronger, you kill minions, and you eventually try to push down the enemy base. That's kind of what makes a MOBA is the fact that you've got these like gods or champions that are player controlled, and then you've got these little minion guys that are just running from one area to the other, and you basically got like eventually some kind of like nexus, or in this case a titan you have to destroy. So you're going to end up blowing that up. And it's kind of like a miniature, like almost MMO experience just brought down into like a 50-minute match, which is kind of cool. So obviously for Smite, there's a couple main modes. Like we don't have Omnipotence that's there. But we don't have the assault mode yet, which is the like ARAM, you know, the one lane just like kind of goof around thing. But we do have Arena, we got Conquest, which Conquest is what you normally think of when you think of a MOBA. This is your 3 lanes. You know, you've got top, or in this case, you've got a solo/short lane, you know, a mid laner. You got a duo lane, which is going to be a guardian and a hunter probably, or maybe a warrior and a hunter. And then you got a jungler. And like those 5 players are going to attack the other 5 players and try to take their titan eventually. So this is the longer mode. This is what you're used to. Like if you go watch pro matches, they're going to be playing Conquest. Arena is personally one of my favorite modes though, because it's so good for is it National Teacher Day? Yeah, that's funny. But Arena is so good for Xbox in my opinion. Zero, I don't know if I will. I'm good for now. But yeah, with Arena, it's really cool because you're just kind of like more or less in a giant circle. So like in Arena, you've got just minion lines. So you get like that, but you also get like team fighting practice because it's 5-on-5. You don't have to worry as much about like any kind of objective control outside of just making sure that you don't let minions into your portal. We'll go over Arena a little more closely later, but just kind of going down through the basics. You also got Joust, which is kind of like a miniature Conquest. You know, it's just like a 1-lane mode. So instead of having 3 lanes, each with a turret and a phoenix leading to your eventual titan, Joust is just 1. Yeah, Joust has a little bit less ganking. I mean, the thing about Joust is because you're 3v3, you're able to communicate a little more clearly with everyone because you can kind of see what everyone else is doing. It's kind of cool. So we're just going to go over one of the gods. I think that's probably the best way to go through it. So, like, just some of the terms you're going to hear when people are talking about MOBAs. You're going to hear, like, God and God Kit. I'm going to pick Ymir first because he's, in my opinion, one of the best ones to start with. And that's because this guy is not only incredibly easy to play, more or less, but he's also incredibly strong. And he's still, like, viable at higher levels of play. Like, he's super cool. So, when people say the words, like, God Kit, what they're talking about is all these different abilities and how they interact. So for Ymir, he's the father of the frost giants. So, you know, like ice is going to be a big thing with him. So like throughout, you've got all these like glacial abilities and it's really cool design. So like Ymir, he has this ice wall. So you can put it down and like as you level it up, it's going to last for longer. Every time you see like anything like just with the parentheses brackets between them, like the 60, 65, 70. Every time you level it, it's showing you what it's going to increase to. So that's, like, this is a very simple ability. For the ice wall, he just plops it down, and, you know, like, it blocks players from moving, both on your team and the other team. So it's one thing you definitely got to be careful about when you're using it, is to not block off your own team. But every ability in this game has a cost. So for Ymir, he has mana costs. So he's got the 60 cost when it's level 1 used, and then he's got 14-second cooldown when it's used. So cooldowns are how long it's going to take for the ability to come back up. Really simple concept. There's stuff like cooldown reduction items that'll decrease that a little bit, and that's one way to kind of just get more abilities up and get a quicker rotation of spells. And when someone says something like rotation of spells, they're just saying how quick can you do your combos. Like, If Ymir does a full combo, he's pretty much out of it for a while. Like, his Frost Breath is an 18-second cooldown. He might get 2 of those off, but he's not going to get 2 of anything else off. So, that's it's kind of how Ymir's going to be working a little bit. But his main damage ability and the first ability you're going to max on Ymir is this cool thing called Glacial Strike. It's a line attack, and it does a lot of magic damage. So you throw it down, it's going to slow enemies, 35% movement speed, and also for a slow duration of about 4 seconds, which is pretty strong, because that's going to allow you to get more auto attacks off on them and also allow your team to attack. With Ymir, you're going to be a tank, so you're kind of just there to like CC the enemy team. And when I use the word CC, I'm saying crowd control. So Ymir is literally a giant box of crowd control, and that's why I like him so much, because almost every ability here has a way to impede the enemy team from moving. So this one, is literally a wall. You've got this one, which has slows. His other ability down here, Frost Breath, has one of the longest stuns in the game. At max rank, it's 2.25 seconds. When you have a fed hunter on your team, 2.25 seconds of attacking someone is a lot of damage. Same thing if you have a mage, you can just unload a full combo. So if I stun someone and Ra gets to throw down his ult and his Q, that's a lot of damage. Or his one ability, I guess would be the better way to say it. So we're going to go to Frost Breath really quick. It does slightly less damage than the other one. You can see each ability has like its own scaling. Yeah, no, what Vert's saying is actually because of a little bit of latency issue. It's actually kind of cool, but I'll get into that later. I'm just trying to go through the basic abilities now. But yeah, Ymir has Frost Breath, and when you see 70% magical damage and then 50% of your magical power, that's what people mean when they use the words like scaling. So when you buy items, like it's going to make your damage increase by that amount. And certain champions have higher and lower scaling. Ymir has really high numbers for the most part, but at the same time, like you're probably not going to be building a lot of AP because you're going to be trying to build enough tanky stats and stuff to survive in a fight. So Frost Breath over here is a nice stun. It's got an 18-second cooldown though, so like once you use that, you got to make sure you hit it. One of the cool things about Frost Breath though is it is a cone, and that lets you like have more range when someone's a little bit further away. But it also adds a lot of counterplay. Like your enemies can step up toward you a little bit. I'll show that in a second. And then you got Shards of Ice, which is his ultimate. Now this is a really cool ability. You like just huddle into the ground and just like throw like a slow across this giant area. And you do a ton of damage if you get a full channel off. But it takes 3 seconds for that to happen. So you can always just cancel it if you know you can pop it and kill someone who's going to eventually get out of it. And then you got Frostbite. Frostbite's like the coolest part of his kit in my opinion. And it's the thing that took me the longest part to like actually understand a little bit. And that's you do 100% more damage if a character has been affected by Frostbite. And every single one of these does Frostbite except for Ice Wall. So let's just run through a quick little thing to show off Ymir a little bit. So just going to go to practice. I'm just going to go to, let's see, what would be the best. Let's go in here. So we're just going to go to the jungle practice mode. This is a really cool thing about Smite, actually, in my opinion, that a lot of games don't have. At least I know League doesn't. And that's that I can just pop into this mode. Pick my skin. I love Digimir. It's really sick. Now, this mode's really cool because you can just go look at all the different kinds of like jungle champs as well as a minion lane, and you can also go, attack like an enemy god more or less and just like kind of practice stuff if you wanted to. So with Ymir, you're going to sit here and you're going to start this ability. Does a good bit of damage. Now, if you're playing Conquest, you're going to buy Mark of the Vanguard and Hand of the Gods, and you're also going to buy some potions and wards and whatnot. For arena mode, it's a little bit different. I'm going to pull up my notes on this real quick just so I don't accidentally screw something up. Let me just find the right page. I should have labeled these a little better so I could see them. Okay, here it is. Alright, so yeah, like if you were going to be playing him, you'd probably be playing him as a Guardian. And you'd be, the support in the duo lane more or less, and you'd be grabbing, like Mark of the Vanguards, Hand of the Gods, and you come down and get like a health pot and a mana pot or something. But I'm going to be playing him more how you're going to play him in Arena, which is a little bit different. Let me get back to that. So, in Arena, I like to go for this as my starting item. I'm not going to grab anything else yet, because, like, if you see, you've got unlimited gold in this mode. It's really cool. That's the Gold Fury. I can't kill Gold Fury yet. But let's just, like, attack a camp. So you just walk up. You do this, level 1. Take a camp. I don't know why I'm showing you this. This is a little slow. What did I just do? Bitter, what did I do? I hear, oh my god, what did I do wrong? Yeah, it's a little slower than I thought it would be. So yeah, this is a little slow. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I should have thought about this. So I just died, which is hilarious. You just got a ton of... Oh, it went through. Okay, awesome. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing this, because in Arena you'd have more than just you. You don't normally do these by one person, so I'm just going to grab my full build. Let's just grab the full build, and I'm going to force level up so you can see what we're going to do. So I like to go Winged Blade. I start with the Adventurer's Blade. I don't know why I just tried to solo the camp. That was really stupid. But we're going to go Winged Blade. The cool thing about this is it gives you a lot of stats. So if you notice, you're getting health, CDR, which is cooldown reduction, attack speed, movement speed, and you're immune to slows. And you get a little bit more movement speed. So that's really, really nice for this character, because it's going to work really well with Frostbite, which is your passive, and other things. And it's just all around a good item. I also like to grab Sovereignty over here. Now this is really cool, and it has an aura. Now what auras do is it gives your entire team a benefit. So all allies within 70 units of you get 20 magical protections and 25 HP 5. That's super useful. Plus you're getting health and physical protection, which is what you want to build on Ymir. How? What how? Oh, you're talking to Hela. You got the Heartward Amulet, which is basically the counterpart, more or less, to Sovereignty. It also is really useful because it's the same. It's also an aura. 70 units gain physical protection and MP 5. So the difference is you got HP 5 and MP 5. Then I like to get... Let's see. I like the cooldown boots, personally, for Arena. And I also like to go down here. I like Magi's Blessing. And I've been buying Spirit Robe a decent bit on him, so let's just go with that. So... Okay, active items. This is one of the coolest things about Smite to me, as someone coming from League of Legends, is that actives are not on the actual items. So in, like, League of Legends, when I buy something, say this, actually let's just say this item, it might have an active attached to it. In Smite, all the actives you can buy individually. So, like, in League of Legends in particular, that right there, the Aegis, is the most important item for most mid laners. But in this, you can buy it individually without having to buy that item, which is really cool. So I can just buy this active ability. So for me, I like to buy the Greater Aegis. And I like to buy the Greater Blink. Now, what Aegis does is it protects me from basically getting attacked. So, like, I become invincible really quickly. I'm just going to show you that. So, like, I'm invincible. And then when I come out of it, I have a damage reduction, which is what you're seeing really quickly. You see the little bubble around me is actually my Magi's Blessing. If someone were to use a crowd control ability on me, it would block it. So... Oh, I should force the level up. My bad. I'm going to go force the level up. But let's use Blink to get there. So Blink is this cool thing that allows you to, like, gap close really quickly. Alright, we're going to force level ups. I'm going to level it up in front of you like I normally would, just so you can kind of see that. So slow. Let me double check. Yeah, that's a 5, dude. That's not an S. That's what I thought. That's how much you get per 5 seconds or whatever. Alright, so... Oh, okay, I already screwed up. Normally I'd go my 2 and then my 3. And then I'd go my 2 again, and then I'd get this. But I've already screwed that up. But you're going to max this ability first. Anytime you can take a point in your ult, you automatically take it. And then you're going to want to grab your RB next. And last is this wall. So... just walk up. And you can just, like, power through stuff. So that's your ability, and that's just showing you how Frostbite interacts. So when this plops down, you get Frostbite on someone. Let me see if I can find the Ra, because that way I can actually show you, like, a combo. But, let's see. Here's Ra. So what you normally would do to someone... So I'm going to throw the wall down right behind... Oh, well, I put it in front of them, because I suck at this game. Then you drop this, drop that. You can ult him for a ton of damage. I think I canceled it early. And just finish him off. But you just want to be able to throw this down behind someone. And then if you can just get up and do all your combo right to him before he can get out, you can get a lot of damage off on mostly a tanky champion. So the main thing, though, you want to remember with this is that you're a tank. So you need to be with your team. Like, Ymir's a really good initiator. But at the same time, like, you want to make sure you have someone who's going to be dealing a lot of the damage for you. Like, you do a ton of damage. A surprisingly large amount of damage. But you want to make sure you have someone with you. I'm going to go through and just play a game with Ymir. Let you guys kind of see how I play it, at least. We'll see how this goes. It may be an absolutely terrible one for all I know. I've had some good ones and some horrible ones. So let's hope I can pull this off right. He's normally one I do pretty decent with. So let's hope I get a decent team. So we're just going to go to arena mode. If anyone has any questions, like, feel free to ask. I'm going to try to answer whatever I can. Right now, we're just in queue. Just pop up, hit accept. They just did a cool new look to Ymir, actually. Like, it's changed since I started playing on Xbox. Because the Xbox is slightly further behind the PC. Alright, so we've already got 2 really squishy champions. I'm going to grab a tank. I wanted to grab Ymir anyway, so that works out perfectly. Xbalanque is a hunter. He does an absurd amount of damage. And then Awilix is a really tricky to play assassin. But she's really cool. Alright, and we got a Cupid. So far my team is mostly physical damage. Which doesn't really seem to matter right now on Arena, since no one really understands how to itemize correctly. But there's always bad things that could happen. Yeah, I'm going to turn the game audio down. Yeah, I'm going to turn the game audio back on. I totally forgot. Thanks, Vert. I wanted it off just so you guys could hear me earlier. But, like, yeah, there's no point in not having it on for this. My bad. But, I mean, one of the cool things about Smite and other MOBAs in general is you want to reactively build a little bit. Like, you don't necessarily want a single build that will always, like, cover everything. Because there's no build in the world that really will do that. Like, I can give you a generic one that's going to work for most things, but may not always be the best. Alright, so they've got an Ares, a Zeus, an Agni, a Huyi, and an Arachne. I can just tell you now that Ares is going to pull people in with his chains. And then Zeus is going to drop a lot of damage on people. They got a really nice ult combo. What skins are on sale on Xbox right now? It used to be the Norse ones. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that item I like, which is I like the Adventurer's Blade. Now I'm going to pop in and I'm going to get... So I'm going to go Aegis. Alright, there's two ways to kind of dodge Ares. You can do this or you can do beads. I'm going to go with that. This is going to take... I'm going to have to actually time it right with this one. Which is not necessarily the best thing, because you may get to watch me fail a little bit here. In Arena, I just like taking one of each. Realistically, I may not need this, but... could be useful. My team should be over here. Now, when you play an Arena game, you just want to run over to the left and do your camps. Xbalanque is kind of trying to piss them off while they do the camps. And it looks like Vulcan's just trying to start pushing the wave, which is... it's okay. Cupid took it. Whatever. He's mana heavy anyway for a hunter. So I'm trying to not waste too much mana on these other than my my W, which is my main clearing ability. Because I need to get the Frostbite on them to be able to do any damage to these guys. Like if you notice, I'm doing 110 or 55, depending on whether or not I have Frostbite or not. Yeah, Smite can be hard to play with that sound because the thing is, like, champions like Loki, you really do have to play off sound cues, which is a kind of cool thing about this game. Now, with Arena mode, though, like, you really need to make sure that you're paying attention to the minion line, because the way the scoring works in this is that each of these minions you last hit, which means you get a killing blow on, takes away a point from the other team. And every time a minion goes into their portal, it takes away a point from the other team. So there are other ways to get points outside of just killing. And a lot of people seem to forget that. I should be paying attention to the game, though, instead of just wailing on people. Alright, well, I did get one kill. I honestly could have got more if I had been focused on the game and not talking. So, we'll see what happens here. Alright, I'm going to get Winged Blade. I really like that item because it's super cheap. And it really is just effective all around. Hey, what's up, Greed? Alright, so my team already got hurt pretty bad. That Ares came in and got a really good ult combo off with Zeus, just like I said would happen. Alright, so Awilix is going for him. Now, I'm going to get that. I don't think I can do much here, though. So I'm going to pop my health pot and just kind of back off. Oh, see, anytime someone goes gold like that, they're immune to crowd control, which is something that's really good to notice. So, like, I wasn't able to, like, stun her there with my, my RB because she used her ult. Which is super annoying. I'm out of mana. I'm going to kind of back and just see what I can do. I think I can get my upgraded boots at least one more tier. Just wait for everything to fill back up. Thanks for the retweet, Andy, if you happen to be watching. That's awesome. Alright, so I'm focusing on Zeus. He's the main damage threat on this team. So I want to make sure he gets taken out. Oh man, I already screwed up once. I didn't mean to take a second point in that. Not the brightest thing I've done in a while. Alright, so that's beautiful by Cupid. I'm going to be able to make sure that guy dies. I'm going to leave it for Cupid or Xbalanque. Just start worrying about the next guy. Alright, so I'm not going to get anything else out of that. Alright, we're already starting off okay. The rest of my team's a little spotty, but we're doing better. Hey, what's up, Hawk? So I like the focus boots. Honestly, most of the boots in this game are pretty decent. That's something that really surprised me when I first started playing. Like, you can actually make a case for a lot of different pairs of boots on a lot of different gods. How long have I been playing Smite? I have not been playing Smite the longest. Yeah, I have it in colorblind mode, which is something that I wish every streamer did, because some people are colorblind. That was really nice by Willix. I'll answer your question in a second, but I'm going to try to ult here. He's getting off. Ah. I was hoping I had a little more backup. I'm going to back. I've been playing Smite for, I guess you could say, a year, but I have not been playing it that long, realistically. I had it downloaded on PC, but I have not been playing a ton of it. I started playing it pretty much consistently once it came out on Xbox. For me, there's something different about being able to use a controller than WASD controls. I'm not the best at those type of games. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can protect them. Perfect. So we got him out. Cupid's going crazy. I don't think he's going to get anything for it. Alright, so there's an example of how I can almost screw my team up with that wall. Ooh, I don't think anyone's with me. Yeah, I missed the range anyway. I, like, hesitated. But yeah, your LB is a really good ability for pushing minion lanes. You just got to remember that you don't have much mana on this character yet with the build I'm using. So you got to be a little smart about how you use it. I'm going to grab a blink. One of the things that a lot of players forget to do is forget to buy these actives. They can be super useful. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, I really like it on Xbox. Alright, so it looks like I healed off one of Cupid's hearts. I'm going to try to just protect him at the moment. One of the things you want to do when you're playing a tank is you either need to be engaging on whoever their big damage threat is or protecting your damage threat. Most MOBAs would call that healing. I'm going to try to dodge it. I did. So you can use Aegis like I just did. Perfect. Ah, he got out of it. I don't think I have any follow-up on me anyway. Alright, I'm backing out. Yeah, you're gonna be able to do the import soon. That's super exciting. No, I had all the gods on PC too. So, like, once they finally got my account unlocked, I was super excited about that. Because I miss being able to play everything if I wanted to play it. I'm gonna see if I can bail out. She's gonna go for Cupid. Yeah. It was too easy to see it coming, but... Perfect. So, we were able to just immediately kick her out. Yeah, I'm focusing on the starter gods. Thanks, better. For anyone joining, this is Cain141 with XBLA fans. We're going over all the starter gods from Smite today. So, starting with Ymir. He's honestly one of the best ones, I think, to play if you haven't played much of MOBA. He's very simple, more or less, with the mechanics. And honestly, like, he's probably one of the better tanks anyway in the game. He's going to pull me. I don't have my Aegis upgraded. That's entirely my fault. Hey, what's up, Keezy? Alright, so the way I could have not died there is I need to upgrade to that. That way it's up more often, and I'm able to actually dodge that next time. So yeah, no, Ares is a really strong god in this mode, especially when people don't know to buy either beads or an Aegis. Yep. Oh man, that was bad by me. Alright, so they're all over on the side. I think we're going to try to get our portal, or our tower in or whatnot, into their portal. Uh-oh. Got him. Alright, I'm blocking him off because I'm a little worried about dying here. Honestly, yeah, I knew I was dead. So I died to damage over time from the Ares chains. Kind of sucks, but whatever. We got our kill before I died. One of the biggest things to remember about this game is it's a team game. So, like, you don't really want to be the reason your team's dying. So you gotta, like, you gotta be smart about it. No one wants to really be the reason, like, your team sucks. So it's really key normally to try to not die, despite the fact that I just did. You notice both of them use beads. They became invincible to CC, or invulnerable, whatever. Let's see if I can get up here. Start wailing on people. Nice. Alright, I'm going to do this for the damage reduction and to let my cooldowns come back up. So that's the other use of it. So like with Ymir, you have these really long cooldowns. But if you throw down your Aegis, you can kind of get your stuff back. I'm going to go base because I'm low. We're winning, but not by much. So let's see what I can do to fix that. So yeah, for anyone who's wondering, you can tell what the score is just by looking over at the 20 or 260 to 249. First team to 0 loses. Kind of like Battlefield. I love Arachnid. That's probably one of my favorite characters. The spider over there in the corner. So she's trying to sit over there and flank on one of my squishies. I'm just trying to stay near them and pay attention and watch. So like he's coming up to kind of do that exact same thing. And I'm going to try to make sure that he doesn't get where he wants to go. At least without some punishment for it. Zeus is going to die. I don't know if he just DC'd or what, but that was like a little too easy. Oh, I think I have the audio bug. I hope not. There we go. So our lead's getting a little bit bigger. It's the nice thing is games like this kind of snowball a little bit. The gold's still really close. One of the cool things about Smite is you actually see how far ahead you are. Yeah, I think he did give up on life. So, like, when you play a tank like Ymir, you're probably not going to be, like, the big guy getting all the kills. Your goal is to mostly just facilitate a win. Like, you want to make sure your team wins. Whatever it takes. Zeus just threw down his ult. Block him out. I'm taking a good bit of damage already. I really don't want to go in on this. Make sure she's safe, though. Alright, so they blew their ultimates. So their cooldowns are going to be down for a little bit. I'm going to back and try to run back up as quick as possible. Just so I can take advantage of that. So, let's see. I want to go to the defense. I want to Magi's Blessing. This is going to let me deal with something like Ares. I probably could have rushed it, actually. And been a little bit better off. And that's what I mean by, like, reactive building. But, like, right now I'm just kind of trying to show you, like, an all-around build path that's pretty effective in most games as the character. So, like, what I'm giving you is decent. It's probably not optimal. Alright, so if we can take out this Zeus before the fight even starts, it's huge. So, perfect. She's on the same page as me. Alright, now I'm going to work on getting Hui out. Ah, he dodged. That was nice. Alright, she's got her little spiderlings. They're really annoying. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask, because it's a lot easier to explain something if I know what I need to explain. So if I use a word that you don't know what it means or something, just let me know. Dodging that again. Ah. I'm gonna see if I can just get my ult off. Yes, I did. I'm gonna try to block her out and, oh crap. I'm probably gonna pay for it right here. Yep. I knew that was coming. Alright, so I'll probably have enough by that when I respawn, I think. Yeah, the game counts up pretty fast. I think it's by 8. So I'll have enough gold. Trying to make sure that was in front of whatever he did. Do what I can to try to protect my little buddy. She's an idiot. I'm no longer your best friend, Bacon Ace. We were friends for a little bit. Alright, we've got a nice little lead though. Once my entire team's spawned, I'm gonna probably look for a fight. Alright, so there we go. We popped out Zeus. That's what I'm focusing on this game, is mostly taking out him. I could legitimately... Oh, what she just did there was nice. One of the counter ways to play against an Ymir is you want to, like, step in when he does his RB, for me at least, that ice cone. So when I used this, she stepped in, and she ended up getting right on the outside of that to where it won't hit her, which is really nice. Most players won't think to do that. Because your first reaction is if someone's trying to use something on you, you want to get further away, but like you actually want to get closer to this guy. So that was nice by that Arachne. Alright, we should be able to pull out a win here though. Alright, so all my actives are down. One thing I haven't been doing a good job of this game is actually looking at jungle camps. But part of that is because I'm Ymir and I'm used to not getting anything. Because I'm normally going to try to give like my damage to my Awilix and my attack speed to my Xbalanque over here, instead of taking those for myself. Even though it's fun to have them on you, like the buff is almost better used on them. Alright, so Xbalanque, you healthy? Let's do this, guys. Oh my god, I missed. But I think I've got him boxed in. So I'm not going to get my full combo off, but I did split the team in two. So we're going to be able to probably just pick off Ares here now. No, looks like they grouped. Come on, Cupid, get that off. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Alright, so my team picked up the W. Probably not my best Ymir game ever, but it worked pretty well. My build was really team-focused and less focused on me. Like, I was picking up multiple auras for the team to give them more magical protections and more physical protections, as well as that HP 5 and MP 5. Yeah, rock out. So yeah, not the worst game in the world. What do we do? 4, 5, and 17. Yeah, that's not terrible. If you notice, like, I put out a decent bit of damage for being a full tank. Because both my hunters right here, you know, Cupid's only got 18,000, Xbalanque's only got 17,000. I'm going pure tank, not even trying to build damage. I still put up 16. And then you've also got to look at my damage taken and damage mitigated. My goal was to try to be the sponge for my team. And I think I did that pretty well. So, like, we definitely pulled out a good win there, and I think I was at least useful to my team. So that's kind of the basics to Ymir. Like, there's a couple tricks to him. Like, I think Vert said at one point, you can put the wall right at your feet, and because of latency issues, you're actually able to run through it, which is kind of cool. The way it just kind of works like that. One of the really nice things is, like, that Frost Breath. When you blink in, it gives you a ton of damage potential when you gank. And that's one of the cool things about Ymir, is he actually can be used in a couple different roles when you're playing Conquest. Like, oh, it looks like my chat stopped moving. Let me see. That might be why I haven't seen anyone talk in a while. Sorry about that. But one of the cool things about Ymir is the fact that he can actually be used in a lot of different roles. That's one of the reasons I wanted to highlight him first, is the fact that, like, Ymir can legitimately solo lane in the short lane. He can legitimately go into the long lane as a support, or you can play as a jungler. What's my favorite god? It depends on what mode we're talking about, JB. I really like Ares for Arena because he's really cheap, and I really like Arachne and Cupid for Conquest because I think they're both a lot of fun. Yeah, I was using the Digimir skin. I really think that one's a neat one. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. My chat wasn't updating, so I guess I thought no one was talking. I'm like, oh, they must hate me. But yeah, no, I don't get why people get upset about kill steals. The thing is, in 99% of the time, if someone says kill steal, it's a low-level player complaining who doesn't understand how the game works, and he's worried about his stat line. There is probably a 1% of the time where it's a legitimate gripe. Because the thing is, in a MOBA, you really do want to kind of funnel your gold onto the team in the best way possible. So a lot of times that does mean you want to put it on your hunter or say your mid laner over maybe your guardian, because your guardian's item build is not as impactful at times. It's one of the things I do like about Smite is for the most part I haven't felt that way, but at least in, like, say League of Legends, they intentionally make the game to where the support does not get gold. Like, that's just normal. So it's a different environment to an extent. I love the Spider Lady. And yeah, I think the Xbox does get Medusa tomorrow, which would be really cool. I can play more Ymir later, but for now, we're gonna go highlight someone else. I would say the best one to highlight after that is the complete opposite, which is Neith. So instead of going for the guy who's super, well, actually, she still does have a lot of CC, but instead of going for the tank, we're gonna go for a, like, pure damage dealer at this point. So the cool thing about Neith is her kit is, like, really interesting in my opinion. And I mean, with Ymir, you know how I kind of, like, went through everything and then highlighted his passive. I'm gonna start with the passive. And the thing is, like, every character has one of these, but hers, like, builds into her entire kit throughout. My controller just died because I suck at life, and let's see if that's back. Alright, cool. So, a broken weave appears at the last location each enemy god dies, and whenever she uses her backflip. So, every broken weave gives one of your abilities a secondary effect, which is really cool. So, with your Spirit Arrow, which is your one ability, and the one you're going to max, this is your big damage ability for her. You're going to shoot this. It's a just line skill shot projectile ability. And whenever it hits someone, they take damage and they become rooted. So a root means they can still use their abilities and whatnot, but they can't use any kind of movement spells and they can't move. So you can't walk, but you can still, like, you know, attack people. It's not like a stun. That's the difference between a stun and a root. Like, Ymir, when he used his frost cone or whatnot, that was an actual stun, and you can't do anything during that other than maybe hit your beads. So, if the Spirit Arrow, though, happens to hit a broken weave, it can do 100% additional damage to all the enemies nearby, and it just explodes. It's really cool. And that also applies the root to all the enemies in the area. Unravel. Well, actually, let's go straight to Backflip. Backflip is your defensive ability. This is how you get out of a bad situation. So Neith is super squishy. Unlike Ymir, where I was kind of like running at the enemy team and just kind of trying to die, With Neith, you want to be a lot safer about things. So you gotta like look a little bit more. So like when Arachne was running at me last game, I kind of didn't care because I'm like, well, you can't kill me. With Neith, she would have just one-shot me probably, so she would have been dropping me a lot quicker. So use your backflip to escape. Backflip does do a decent bit of damage and also does slow people, but the main thing you want to know is it just moves you out of the area. It's got a 15-second cooldown though, so you don't want to like spam it too much unless you're safe to use it. And Unravel is a cool ability too. And the reason I did this after backflip is because typically your main combo is going to be you're going to backflip and then unravel when you're trying to run away. So unravel is really complicated, to be honest, and it's a little more complicated than you actually even need to understand to an extent, because the way it works, it's got a nice little radius with it and does some damage as well as it does an attack speed debuff, and it also heals you. And if there's a weave in the area, it also heals you an additional amount for that weave, which is really cool. So that's why I was saying the backflip is the normal combo, because you backflip away, you throw down the unravel, and if you absolutely have to, you can even World Weaver to get out. And this is a cool ability I'll talk about next. But with the weave, it's going to cost you a little bit of mana and whatnot, but it's really nice because it does a lot. It's got a lot of utility. And utility is a word that they just use differently. Peel, yeah, this is self-peel. So yeah, this is a good example, Vert, of self-peeling. So Neith is very much self-encompassing to the point of she's a very safe, self-sufficient champ. She has her own ways to root enemies and to stun enemies. She can dodge stuff. She can slow their attack speed. She can heal. She's got a lot of different things. So when she can just jump away, stun someone, that's self-peeling. What I was doing on Ymir, where I was actually watching intentionally for a good bit of that game, what was happening to my Xbalanque or my Cupid, that's called peeling in the sense of like my Ymir is trying to peel enemies off them. So like, just think of it, they're trying to stick to my enemy, or to my ally, the enemy team is. So they're trying to stick to them. I'm trying to peel them off so that they can't. Because like Arachne, she's a melee character. She was that spider last game. She has to get auto attacks off to kill people for the most part, outside of her ultimate and her little spiderlings. So like if I can just stand there between the two of them and CC and keep her away from my squishy character can keep doing more damage. And that's kind of like, that's something you really need to care about when it comes to a team-based game like a MOBA. But it's a little off track, but I think that's definitely a good point. And World Weaver is a really cool ability because it does an absurd amount of damage. I mean, not as much as Ymir's ult, but this is a just automatically targeted ability. You don't have to do anything. As long as you can see the person, you can hit them. And one of the cool things about that is it doesn't even have to be you who can see them. If a teammate can see them, that counts. If a ward can see them, that counts. Yeah, Bellona's so broken. So broken. I can't stand that champion. She's pretty good, but so broken. The cool thing about it is it also has a stun. So you can use this as an execute or as a as like an engage for your team, or like even your own kind of self peel if you have to. So Neith's a really cool character. I'm just gonna pop in to practice really quick. I'm gonna do this a little quicker this time instead of what I did last time. And we're just gonna run through like kind of a standard build for her. Like the thing about hunters is there's a couple different builds you can go. And a lot of times they're dependent on the situation. So the build I'm going to show you is a generic one that works pretty well. But again, it may not be absolutely optimized for every situation. I'm just trying to give you something that works in almost everything. So we're going to go with Neith. I don't have any skins for Neith. And I could buy that if I wanted to, but nah. I guess it's kind of gator colors. Blue and gold. I mean, they're more blue and orange, but still. Alright, so I'm just going to buy her final build. And I'll run through these items really quickly, just to give you a basic on them. But, just in general, you got Devourer's Gauntlets. Now, something to point out about these is these are a stacking item. So if you're going to buy these, you need to be stacking them. So the way it works is you get 5 stacks per god kill and 1 stack for minion kill. The nice thing about this item is it's not a stacking item that you lose stacks when you die. There are some of those in this game, and when that happens, that sucks. Like, you don't want to buy... Like, they're a little risky, is the best way to put them. Like, they're not necessarily inherently bad, but it makes you a target, and you're probably going to die a lot more if you buy them. So, we got Devourer's Gauntlet. Just going to pick up those. I like to get... Which boots is... I like Warrior Tabby, I think, but... We're going to go with Ninja Tabby this time. Let's see how this works. I kind of go back and forth on those two. I haven't picked one that I like more than others. We got the Executioner. Now what this does is it's a stacking, but it's in the sense of every time you auto attack, it stacks more of the effect up to 3 stacks. So this is different than the other one. Well, I was talking about the Devourer's Gauntlet. That's a permanent stack. So every time you do it, you get a permanent stack of something. With this, what it is every time you auto attack with your basic attack, you're reducing the enemy's physical protection, and that's really huge. So we're gonna buy that. Now, Rage is really cool because it increases your chance to critical strike every time you don't critical strike, which is really cool. So you're gonna crit a lot more with this item. And then Deathbringer over here makes your critical strikes hit for 50% more, which is a lot of damage again. So, like, you can already tell this character is going to do a ton. I like the Odysseus bow personally because it does chain lightning for every 4th basic attack, and it spreads, and it's really good for wave clearing and also for just getting some damage out on everybody a little bit. So when you play this character, you normally want to... Oops, I need to level her. But you're going to start this ability. Nice, cool line shot. Get 1 of each 3, and then I want to max my 1 ability. Every time you can, you want to take a point in Y. After I've maxed my my 1, I max my 2. I think we're actually... No, we're not. It's like, are we full build or full max? Whoop. There we go. We got them all. Got them all. Where's Ra at? We're gonna go just watch how ridiculous this should be. Unless I'm just hyping it up for no reason. This guy should just feel the pain. So just so you can see what happens, I'm gonna put... I put a weave down there. I'm not actually going to even get to it, are I? Yeah, there it is. There it is. So you can see I'm going to heal a little bit more because of the weave. He blinded me. But my character does an absurd amount of damage. Okay, now there's... Perfect. So you see how that has that circle there? It's because I'm putting my Q, or my 1 ability, over it. So that line shot, instead, it's going to do this nice little explosion. And again, like, I can also get a similar effect when I use this. I'll get a bigger heal. Now, my ult is really cool because it just straight up targets someone from anywhere you can see them. So, like, if I had a ward, and the other nice thing is it will shoot through objects. So, like, I can straight up hit him from there. Like I said, because you're playing a character that crits, you do a lot of damage really quickly. So we're going to play a game as Neith. Hopefully this one works out as well as the Ymir one did. If you guys have any questions, though, feel free to ask. Time for some water. Nice. There's more people playing, so I was able to get a game a little quicker. John Rambo, I hate you, man. Come on. No, someone asked who some of my favorite gods are. I really like Arachne. I really like Ares. I want to learn a Willix. I think she's really cool. I think Bastet is one of the easiest gods for new players who want to play an assassin. She seems really fun. Freya looks really cool. I'm not really good at her yet, though. I like Hebo. I like Cupid. I think Hercules is really good. I'm just not good at him. Alright, so we're going to pick Neith before someone else takes it. Since she's one of the free gods, you actually have to be a little quicker. I guess Ymir was too, but a lot of people don't want to play a tank. They want the free 80 carry. So we got Sun Wukong and Hades. Those are both a little bit tankier. And then Thor's, he can be tankier, bruisier, or an assassin. Kind of a lot of things you can do with him. I guess same thing with Hades, but he's like AP. I normally see Wukong's a little tanky at least. When does this come out for Xbox? Sometime in May, I believe, is when they're going to go to beta from the alpha. So I think they've got one more patch coming tomorrow, and then after that, I think it goes to beta. And then I'm not sure what the official final release date is. The only people I'm sure who know that is Hi-Rez and maybe like their Xbox manager. Alright, so you can see, like, one of the cool things about Smite is that's God Masteries. So, like, that Arachne there has played a lot of games on Arachne to hit rank 10. So, like, it may not mean she's actually good at the character, but at least she's played it a lot. So, if you notice, like, Sobek over there probably has not played Sobek much yet, so we'll see how that goes for him. But they've got Fenrir, Au Kang. They've got a lot of damage that's going to really make my life kind of suck, to be honest. I like grabbing this early. It may not be optimal, but for this mode, I think it's pretty solid. I'm going to go back and buy boots pretty quickly, though. Yeah, everyone else is buying boots. That's pretty much typical. I like having a little bit of extra damage in the lifesteal. Especially with someone like this who's got the mobility I do. One of the things that's kind of cool is, like, if I really wanted to, I can just plop that down and get that AoE. And it burns through a little bit of mana, but, like, it doesn't matter much. I'm going to give that to Scylla. Now, in a perfect world, I get this, but I think Arachne is going to want it. I'll probably try to see if I can get it. Alright, sweet. Let's take it from her. Attack speed's really good on your hunters. I'm gonna go ahead and back and buy my boots and then just run back out. Heal up. Yeah, I can't buy... Oh, I could wait on the... I'm gonna wait on the gauntlets. I'm gonna be greedy. It's probably not smart. Alright, well, I want to get the stacking item as fast as possible because I want to get stacked. So I'm being a little greedy today. Probably not the best thing to do on a stream. Especially one aimed at new players. So, like, with this character, I actually do want to get last hits a little bit more. Alright, he's going right for me. Okay, normally I'd have beads right now, but I don't have them yet. So... Nice. Oh man, Scylla was making me nervous there. I'm gonna make sure she gets it. Okay, cool, I got it. Just want to make sure our team picked that up. So that's already a really good fight for us. It started with me getting ulted, which is always a really good thing. If you can win the fights when you're playing bad, that's great. Alright, so I like having sprint. And I'm going to need beads this game because of Fenrir, the werewolf guy. Ooh, I honestly thought I might have hit him there. Alright, he went invisible and just kind of ran away. I didn't see where he went. This is not the best play by me there. Uh-oh. One of the annoying things about Cupid there is I can't, like, dodge that with my, ability. Nice. Alright, he got taken out, but he got what he wanted. Alright, so I got a decent bit of healing just right there off the minions. I gotta be super careful because I don't have enough mana to use my, backflip right now. Alright, so I'm gonna back and try to buy. Yeah, no, it's free, dude. It's going to be a free-to-play game, so that's going to be awesome. Definitely worth checking out, Gorilla King. Have you ever played any MOBAs before? Alright, one thing to note about that arrow I just shot is someone else can stand in front of it to block it. And that may have been what just happened there. Either that or they killed the character I was aiming at in exchange to the dragon guy. So yeah, you can see the broken weaves on the ground. Oops. That was a bit of a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. So my goal when I play Hunter is I want to try to hit anything I can that's not going to immediately kill me. So I'm going to try to hit the biggest threat first, but if that big threat's going to kill me by me getting in auto attack range, I'm going to sit there and wail on the tank instead. So that's my personal way of playing it, is I don't want to be putting myself in too much danger, but at the same time, you got to be dealing as much damage as possible. Yeah, Ao Kang is really fun, but he does a ton of damage. He's a little funky. I really enjoyed him when I played him. Now, most of the assassins are pretty cool. Oh, dude, yeah, that was kind of my problem. I was playing on a laptop originally, too. It's a little hard. What's up, Snapple? Let's see if we can help our teammate out. So I can shoot that through the wall to get him to stun. Just to see if I can help bail him out with that. Alright, so I got my root. I think we're... Oh, he got out. So tricksy. I thought we played that right. Alright, so I don't have a ton of damage yet. One of the things about Neith that kind of does suck is, unlike a lot of hunters, she doesn't really have... Oh, I don't know why I tried to hit him. He's in big wolf mode. What I was saying about Neith is she doesn't actually have, like, a steroid. So a lot of the other hunters have, like, some kind of steroid for their auto attacks. Yeah, Snapple doesn't like mages. I don't know why. But a lot of characters have auto attack, like steroids of some kind. Neith doesn't. So like, there's nothing that's gonna buff her attack speed or her AD that she's dealing out. So it's one thing that does kind of suck. I'm getting a little nervous already. I'm just going to back up. Alright, so what sucks is we let that thing in. That's worth 15 points, so that's why I was a little hesitant to back up as quick as I did, but I got nervous. Alright, so if I can hit her from here, that'll be a kill. Boom. Sniped. So that's how easy that ability is. It's just a super easy snipe. That's one of the cool things about this character, is it's really rewarding for newer players. Because that took no skill of any kind. That was just nice. So, like, okay. So I have to pay attention. I just want to get some minions, guys. I'm worried about the minion line, and my team's just kind of running into their base. These games make me nervous. One thing to note is when you play a character like this, you walk slower as you're auto-attacking. So, like, when you're trying to kite, and what I mean by kite is you're trying to just, like, move around while still hopefully dealing some damage. You gotta be a little careful about how you do it, so. Got some good damage out on him. I don't even want to deal with that guy. Coming back up to help my team, though. One of the worst things you can do as, like, the high damage character is to bail out of a fight too early. Like, that's absolutely terrible. I may have just overstayed while I'm trying to explain that, but you really do want to be careful about not leaving your team in the lurch. Because, like, when you're the guy who's supposed, or girl for that matter, who's supposed to be doing all the damage for your team, you don't want to just bail out and watch your tanks die. It's so sad. Especially if you're not even getting focused. That's a good dodge by her. And I wasn't going to be able to hit the guy I wanted, so I'm just like, I'll put some damage on him. Get him stunned. I wanted to finish the wolf, but he got out of range. Anytime I see him, I'm trying to get the last hits on minions. It's really key for stacking my item. It's also part of why we're keeping a good lead. Alright, I really should be looking at jungle camps more often. I've been pretty bad about that the last 2 games. Oh god. No dice. I'm gonna back. Or am I? I guess my team's fighting. I really should be backing. Run. Run Neith. Alright, so I should be at my point where I'm starting to do some decent damage. Like, until now, I've still been, like, powering up. Like, I'm just now to the point where I'm gonna crit a lot more often. And that's kind of the goal of this character, is to take towers and crit on tanks. Like, there's no towers in this mode, but that's Conquest I'm referring to. Ooh, that's... oh, crap. Nice thing is, I believe I take these out really quick. Hey, what's up, Clockwork? So, like, for a mage to take one of these out, it's actually pretty hard. I can do it a lot quicker than them. So you still have an objective control focus a little bit on this. I want to get rid of this chick. She seems to be the one player on their team who knows what they're doing. Anytime you can figure out who the best player is, get rid of them. Oh god. I'm definitely dead. Yeah, I didn't even bother at that point. I was out. But I'm trying to do as much damage as I can while I die. Hopefully my team can clean up a little bit. It's a really close game. I'm actually a little more partial to Cupid personally, as far as hunters go. But Neith's pretty strong. Especially for someone new. Like, there's a lot of nice things about her kit. Like, the fact that she does have this heal. Especially for Conquest. Because in Arena, at least, you can back a lot more often. But in Conquest, that's really useful. You like Muzen? Snapple's basic, yeah. Thought about it. I got behind her at the last second. It was a little douchey on my part, but... Run, run, run! No! If I'd had Aegis, I could have survived. Man, I probably could have hit my beads and still survived. I just didn't think about it. I'm not super worried about my beads this game, but I do want the boots. So I'm going to upgrade those. Hey, later, Gorilla. Thanks for stopping by, man. Oh, I was hoping. They heard me hoping. Still super close. Oh man, I thought I had him. Right, so I'm trying to make sure we can stay up by just keeping these minions at bay. Like, we've lost a couple of the last few fights. If Hades can get a nice little ult on these guys, that'll be nice. No thank you. Alright, so I got my root. Fortunately, he's already ulted to get away. Alright, so I'm going to go try to grab the attack speed camp real quick, because I think I'm safe to do it. If possible, this is the best camp to grab. And like later in the game, it's normally safer to come over here. Hey, later, old gaming dad. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I've been really enjoying the game. Let's see if I can finish off Cupid. Ooh. I got too greedy there, because, man. I'm used to having my beads on my A button, but I bought them in the opposite order this game, so I actually have them on the wrong button. And I hope there's a way to, like, adjust that later. Because, like, I normally always put them on A, so I just, like, hit the wrong one. That was pretty bad on my part. Can I help her? I'd love to. At least we took out the wolf. No wolf should win. You can switch them? Alright, I'll have to look at that. I know you can in most games. I figured there would be a way. Oh no, I hit the wrong one. Crap. I like, did it on the wrong part. Hit down on the left or right analog. That doesn't seem to work. I'll look at that later. Run, team. Oh, I got the root. At this point in the game, I do a lot of damage. Okay, he got a stun for me. Like, to the point that the guy had the beads. Oh, in shop. Got it. Thanks, Bitter. You the best. Nice. My Scylla just threw down some hurt. Alright, so this is looking good for us this game. Pretty much got it on the next kill, I think. Doesn't look like Katie's gonna have it there, but... Nice. Good stuff. Alright, so my team did pretty well. We won another game. That's always nice. Not really a blowout, but then again, my Neith is not exactly, like, god tier. But the general combo with her, again, is, you know, you just want to, like, when you're getting attacked to the point that you do need to run away, just use that backflip and then throw down that, that 2 ability on it. And you'll be able to slow their attack speed and heal. Especially because you'll get that proc from the Broken Weave. Yeah, she's got the bunny dance victory. It's pretty hard to hate on that. So yeah, like if you notice, I did a lot more damage than I did as Ymir. Their Scylla still out-damaged the crap out of us. Like I said, you could tell she actually knew what she was doing. Whereas the rest of the team was not exactly that great. So, like, the longer that game had gone, the higher my damage would have been. Especially if I'd gotten fed a little bit earlier. So, after that, let's go over Thor. Like, I can go over Conquest stuff with you guys if you'd like, but for now I'm just doing basic gods and arena. We can definitely go over, like, how Conquest would be set up as well. Let's just go over some of the basics of that, actually. So, like, just in general, if you were to build a team out of these starter gods, you would probably have, where is it? Neith would be your hunter in the long lane. And you could either put Guan Yu, which would probably be what happens, in with her, or you could put in Ymir. Either one would have worked as her guardian or support. And then you'd put the other one of those two, either Guan Yu or Ymir, in the solo. And then Ra would be your mid laner. And you'd have Thor in the jungle. Thor's pretty cool. So, like, I'm going to go over Thor next. So, I really like this skin. It just makes me think of Brutal Legend. Even though the game wasn't the best, I did like the art. But yeah, Thor's really cool. So, Mjolnir's Attunement is an awesome ability, because you throw your hammer and on the way back it comes back and does double damage. So that's huge. So you see how much damage that already does. When you throw it and you hit it on the backswing, it does double. On top of that, you can teleport to the hammer while it's flying, which gives you a really good way to either, like, gap close on someone who thinks they're out, or to escape when someone thinks they've caught you. Tectonic Rift is really cool as well. It's this earth-shattering ability. And what it does is it does a little bit of stun if you hit someone on it, but at the same time, kind of like Ymir's Wall, it can block off enemy paths. Berserker Barrage is kind of like your spin-to-win ability. And what I mean by that is literally when you're fighting, you're probably going to be using this, and you're just going to hit it, you're going to spin, and you're going to run at the enemy team inside all of them. And you're going to do damage per tick, so it's really cool, like, how this works, because it's got a nice little radius, and you just spin around with your hammer. And then Anvil of Dawn. This is what makes Thor Thor. This is awesome. He flies up to the top of the map. He slams down on someone doing a stun and doing a lot of physical damage. And he can, like, when you play it in Conquest, he can gank or counter gank. And what a counter gank would be was mean, like, the other jungler or the mid laner or someone is like, you know, roaming to the solo lane and trying to gank that person. What I mean by gank in general is they're just kind of like trying to go in and make that guy's day hell. You know, you're just like going into his lane when you're not technically supposed to be there and just ticking him off, hopefully to try to get a kill, maybe just trying to push him out of the lane. But with Thor, the cool thing is you just fly down from pretty much anywhere on the map for the most part. It's a small radius, but it's big enough, and it's really cool how it works. So we'll show that off. And Warrior's Madness is really nice for team fighting, because what that means is you get additional stacks of power for every enemy god nearby. So in a team fight, you could theoretically have all 3 max stacks. It's not as like built into his kit as say Ymir's or Neith's passive is, but it's still a pretty cool one. And then, I mean, like, every god, if you ever want to look, has general base stats. One thing to note about Thor is, like, honestly, his attack speed and whatnot is not the best. Like, so you're very much a ability-dependent fighter. So, like, he's not the best at, like, just one-on-one boxing someone. And what I mean by that is just literally standing there and going toe-to-toe with a guy. You may not want to do that when you don't have abilities up. Because a lot of the champions that are going to do that to you probably have some other better steroids. Like, Fenrir has built-in lifesteal. The spider chick, Arachne, has built-in lifesteal. They're going to be able to pretty much out-damage you. Like, Arachne also has attack speed, steroids. She's got a lot of different things. Like, in a straight one-on-one fight where all you're using is your basic attacks, you're probably going to lose. So that's why, personally, with Thor, I focus more on, like, getting a little tanky and also getting armor pen over, say, crit or attack speed or anything like that, because it's just not what you need on him. So let's find our Thor build. So what I like for Thor personally, let's just go to... do this again really quick just to go over it, and then we'll go to a game. Thor. Alright, so what I do on Thor, we're just going to go with that. Start with boots. I go with Warrior Tabby. It's physical power and movement speed. I don't really want the attack speed, so that's why I go with that. I really like going down to the pen items, and I grab Jotun's Wrath. Now the reason for this is it gives you physical power, it gives you mana, it gives you penetration, and it gives you cooldown reduction. So this is penetration that is going to, what it does is it allows your abilities to hit closer to true damage. And what I mean by true damage is every time someone builds armor of some kind or whatnot, or in this case it's called physical protections. So like, let's just find one of those. Physical protections. So like, this has physical protection to it. So what pen does, it kind of strips that away, letting you do more damage to that person. Because every bit of that they add is kind of going to increase or decrease your damage. So you want to get pen on someone like this who's mostly ability based, needs to do some damage with their physical damage. Especially because his passive is going to give you a lot of flat physical power to begin with. So I grabbed that. There's a few different items you can go at this point, and depends on what you need. A lot of times what I'll end up doing is I'll go into the defense stuff, and a lot of games, I end up grabbing Magi's Blessing because they have a lot of crowd control. And when they have a lot of crowd control, I don't want to deal with it, and I just grab this. That's very common for Arena. And then, let's see, the other one I like to grab is... I think it's the Shifter Shield. Yeah. So, this one gives you a little bit more protection. It still does physical power, so you're still getting some damage out of it. And a little bit of protection, so it's nice. And then I like to get... Let's see, where is it? I want to go to Pen again. Titan's Bane. So this thing's beautiful on the passive to it. It does 33% physical penetration. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Like, almost everyone who wants Pen needs this. It's so key. Because it just shreds off so much. So that's a really core, awesome item. Now, after that, there's a couple things that you can kind of just play around with, depending on what you think you need for your final item. I avoid crit, despite the fact that if you go to the recommended page, that's what it's going to tell you to buy, is crit. I don't think that's a good idea. I've bought Bulwark of Hope. I don't really think it's the best either. I mean, I could be wrong on that one, but it just doesn't seem to be what you need unless you're just really needing that specific situational item. And a lot of times I will go, again, likely to defense. And I think I've picked up Runeforged Hammer a couple times. I've done pretty well with that. So, and you can pretty much almost always go pretty well with these as well. I think a lot of times I'll end up picking up this one for my final item. So here's my final build. So you can see it on the left over there. I'm going to level up Thor real quick. While we're doing this, we're just going to spin to win. Whoop. Alright, so we are fully leveled again. Now, you're going to max out your LT and your ult. And then you're going to go, at that point, finally start taking points in your 3. Despite the fact that your 3 is like your first ability you'd normally grab, you're not going to max it until basically 3rd. Your Tectonic Rift is last. So your typical combo with this guy, jump up into the sky. And this is what I'm talking about, is so cool. Like, you could go just about anywhere you can still hit this. And I may have just missed because I was kind of trying to show that off. But I would have normally just landed on him. Come up, you throw this, you spin, and just finish him off. If I'd ulted, he would have died. Just kind of dumb how I did that. Now, one of the cool things to note, though, is you can also throw your hammer. And if you do it right, you can still get to him after getting both procs. So that's really key. It's like you want to try to throw it, let it hit the guy, but then get to it and come back up and finish him off. So it's a really good ability, especially if you're trying to like escape. Another thing to note is this can go through walls, so like you have a built-in blink basically. Make sure to use it. Like you don't want to forget about that. All right, let's do this right this time, really quickly, and then we'll back out. Now that I'm not trying to show you that you can like jump to anywhere you want, but it's not that hard to hit. Just throw it down. Okay, I think I missed that one actually, which is the funny part. But full combo, you just insta-gib the guy without even having to do an auto attack. So at that point, you're probably trying to like get out of the fight and or like move to the next target. So Thor has a really strong engage, especially if you build him a little bit tanky. And don't try to do that like glass cannon crit chance build that you're going to see a lot in like Arena. What do you fail? Oh, okay, I see what we're at. Alright, so we're going to go into an Arena match now as Thor. Kind of show him off a little bit. If you guys are watching, have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer what I can. Alright, so I'm going to try to hover over as quick as possible to Thor. We've got our heavy metal thing. You can ask whatever, Bitter. I'm a little scared to tell you that. How do you get good? You watch this entire stream, Clockwork. You watch this entire stream. Favorite sandwich at Subway? I don't eat at Subway very often. You want to give me a different sub chain? I can give it to you. At Firehouse, I like the turkey bacon ranch. At Jersey Mike's, I like the Philly cheesesteak. Let's see, at Jimmy John's, I like I think it's the Italian or the turkey bacon one, whatever that is. I think it's like a Club Lulu. Some kind of funky name to it. What are my thoughts on Old Spice deodorant? They got better commercials probably than like actual product, to be perfectly honest. Nah, Subway sandwiches. Don't really eat there much anymore. I used to really like just the oven roasted chicken breast one. Even though, like, that chicken probably isn't chicken. But, back to the game really quick. They've got a lot of CC on some of these characters. Old Spice smells like Christmas, though. I didn't know you liked Christmas. You're getting, like, all sentimental all of a sudden. Jersey Strong. My top 5 favorite chain restaurants. Alright, that would take a little bit. I don't know. I haven't really thought that one through. Like, what price range are we talking about? Just, like, all time? Because, like, if we're talking fast food, it's a little easier than if we're talking, like, all time. Yeah, no wonder Bitter likes Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, so they got 2 diamonds on their team. That's gonna suck a little bit. Alright, well, we'll work on that when we're in the lobby again next time, Keezy. Alright, so on Thor, I like to kind of go this way. I'm gonna grab beads. And I'm also gonna grab one of each. Yeah, I can't wait for the Smite Xmas skins. Yeah, no, I have all the League Christmas skins. I like I was playing Candy Cane Katarina the other day. I'm pretty sure Snapple would like that one. I think it's just like fishnets and a candy cane in her mouth. Alright, so in a perfect world, I'm going to try to take this camp. Nope, Anubis took it. Oh well. I'd rather give this one to Baka, but he's not here, so I guess I'll take it. Which button's the jump button? That's, you push in the right stick. At least on my configuration. I can show you guys my my control scheme at some point. Snapple's not going near your new wall. I don't think Snapple gets anyone's new wall. Or is that not a euphemism? Alright, I'm gonna back real quick. I've got ult. So if my team does something stupid and tries to fight, I'll probably be able to come in really quick. So I'm gonna try to back. I'm just gonna go for those boots. I think they did do something stupid from what it sounded like, because I think I heard the wolf. Did I do the damage right? Oh, man. Oh, I might have missed. And by might have, I mean pretty much definitively did. Wow, that was pretty sloppy. Yeah, I saw. I was looking at the control schemes. I forget which one it was I liked. I like the second to last one that he was listing. I'll have to show you guys just so you can see. Alright, so there you go. I hit her with both of the hits there. So you get to see that damage. It's pretty huge. Just look at my control scheme real quick. This is what I use. It's option 2 now, but I think it's going to be like Savage or something is what they're calling it. Like they've named them all some kind of funky name. I'm going to finish my boots while I leave. Come on. Jump on it. Okay, I did hit her, but there's no one else near. Baka's just running. That was a whiff. Alright, I got everyone there, and if my team can't do anything, that's sad. Makes me sad. Alright, well here you go. You get to see a good chance to escape. I think Thanatos is going to jump on me and I'm going to die, but looks like we're going to make it out okay. That could have gone really poorly. The other active, though, I like to buy on Hercules personally is the Aegis. Because that way when I do engage, I can protect myself afterward if my team doesn't follow up immediately. So I'm going to make sure this guy dies. Yep, I'm going to steal that. Totally worth. And by totally worth, I mean not remotely worth, but... Okay, that death by me was a little stupid. Ymir, you're all alone. There's no one there beside you. Alright, so I did get my Aegis off, I still died. That was my bad. I positioned really stupidly there. So, I have a feeling this is going to be a tougher game for us. Doesn't seem like I have the most experienced teammates, and they've got 2 diamonds at least, so they at least know their champion, even if they're not necessarily good at it. Use that mana pop before I forget about it. Split them up. That was his ult, I believe. That was beautiful by him. Alright, so I'm gonna go up in the air and just try. Oh, they moved just too quickly. I only got one. I could have got all of them if I'd done that right. And it's a little sloppy. Smart. That's smart, hella. Another cool thing to remember is your ability goes through walls. Alright, so we're losing a good bit. I'm going to see what I can do to kind of catch up myself. I'm going to take out some minions. Get the gold. When you do get the last hit, you get bonus gold, which is always huge. Everyone hates on Anubis because he's the bottom champion in tier lists. He's actually pretty difficult to play, in my opinion. So, people like Snapple, who are tier list snobs, not going to necessarily look at him. And I give Snapple crap because he literally plays the top 3 champions on the tier list. Whether or not it was intentional, it's just really funny. Oh crap. Yo, Hella's brilliant when it comes to skin strats. You don't even understand, dude. Oh man, I missed. That was sloppy. You gotta lead it a little bit, and I didn't do that. So you're not seeing my best Thor game. I've had games where I've like hard carried with this character. He's definitely got that potential. Okay, Ymir's going in. Like, if you notice, once you get your max rank hammer, you can pretty much take out an entire creep wave. It's really useful for that. I'm gonna see what I can do to bail out this Anubis. Ah, I got taken out. That was bad by me. I'm gonna look. AP, AP, AD, AD. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't wasting my time on an item that's not gonna actually help me. Probably not a good idea to engage right now, actually. Yeah, that was a bad ult. My Thor ults have been spotty this game, which is kind of depressing. Sometimes I have some really good ones. Nice thing is the cooldown, at least in Arena, is pretty low, so you can kind of like go for it. Nice. Alright, we're splitting them off. See what we can do. I don't know. I think Hello would approve of my strategy of just driving to Tallahassee to get skins. Going to the mid-season invitational for League of Legends to get skin packs. Totally not actually going to save any money, but it's kind of the idea. I'll probably spend more on gas than it's actually saving me, but still, good to see some professional esports. Alright, so at this point, we're at a pretty good spot. I'm going to go start looking for that defensive item I really like, the Magi's Blessing. Pick that up. Alright, so we're at a healthy spot, but our team's losing so much that it may not matter much. Rogue Legacy codes? That'll be cool. Oh, dang, it did the sound glitch. Yeah, I played a lot of that in the PC. Trying to get some damage out. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I think I have the sound glitch this game. So I don't think I'm going to get audio back, unfortunately. I think I can re-quit, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't want to put my team behind because of it. Because I normally just play without it. Ah. There. Oh, nice. She did it for me. That was beautiful. Can I get over there in time? All three. Yes, there we go. That is what you want. I just have not done it until now. It's still not the best time, but it was beautiful. Hey, what's up, Mo Money? How you get codes? You watch streams like ours, or you bug high-res, to be honest, because I think we'll do a code giveaway maybe at the end of this game or a little bit later tonight. I totally forgot about those. No one's actually asked. It's kind of nice for once. Alright, so we may be bringing this back, though. Pew, pew, pew. Get off my tower. I want my tower in there. I will do anything to get this tower in here. Yes! Did it go in? Just accept it. It's going. I wish I had skin codes, but we don't have skin codes. I'm pretty sure you'd know if we had skin codes, Ella. We'll see. Alright. I feel like this game, the damage is actually going to help, so I'm going to go for it. There's still a chance we win this. If they group really stupid-like, and we can keep control of our minions, I might be able to get a good ult off. But I'm probably dead already, so that may not happen. Woo! Oh, dear Lord. They may have just put way too much on me. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm ulting at this point. It's not going to get me anywhere in time. Or maybe it will. Nice. Come on, team. Yeah, dude, acidic, all the skin codes work on here too. Oh, well, maybe they're separate. I just know you can't input skins because there's a redeem slot, obviously, where the purchase stuff is in the marketplace. Thanks, Hella. That's good to know. So I've got a bunch of PC codes then. That's kind of a bummer. All my codes are PC. Oh man, can I get out of this? I need to back real quick. I'm going to get my hammer and I'll slam back in. Oh man, they're getting them in. They're getting the minions in. Not the best. I really don't want to fight this. Let's see if I can bail my team out. Like, we're just slowly losing at this point. Let's see. What did I want for defense? See if I can buy it quick enough. That. Alright, maybe I can get a good enough ult off to change something. But it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I need to do those. I'll have to do those, Hella. Thanks for the reminder. And I'm just leaving. I don't think I did that. Oh god, he might actually pull it off. It's like, no, I just left you. No, I missed my my abilities there. I was already pretty low anyway. It was one of those where I was like debating leaving and then going in. We got a Baka who has no idea what he's doing. It's pretty typical. Baka's kind of hard. And a lot of people try to play him. He's pretty cool looking. How would you go about getting one of those skins? Yeah. Hella, whenever you tell him how to get those, tell me. Just post on like Facebook or something. I still need to do those too. But yeah, so we didn't win with Thor, but it's kind of the gist of them. The thing about Thor is like you really want to be looking for whoever their squishy is that you know you can kill. And this game in particular, my sound's back, that's nice. This game in particular, they've got 2 characters with heals. They've got a tank, and they got 2 assassins. So there's not really any particular character that Thor I want to run in and just like get people. Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time, Keezy. Or not Keezy, Snapple. Wow, poor Keezy. So, yeah, like with Thor, I did a decent bit of damage, but like, I wasn't really caring by any means. Could have probably done more. I was somewhat tanky, but I was missing a couple of my ults. Our Baka kind of just let us down a little bit, to be honest, but we could have still won that. Alright, so on to the next god. We've got, what, 2 left? I think we got 2 left. Yeah, the struggle is real, man. Actually, let's do a Smite giveaway. I'm gonna post real quick and remind people that we're doing these. Alright, guys. Let's see. Who do we have left? We've got Guan Yu and Ra. I guess we'll do Ra next. But before I do that, I'm going to grab some water really quick. And then we'll do a giveaway once I get back. So stay tuned. We'll do a giveaway and really quickly. I hope you guys liked Hella's song. Apparently she was singing according to Keezy. I don't know why I mean, I guess she's just singing about herself, because if the devil went down to Georgia, I mean... I thought Hella said she didn't like heading down to the southeast. Hey, what's up, Nova? Hey, Ryder. We'll be doing a giveaway pretty soon. I'm literally just getting something to drink really quick. It's slightly scary, Bitter. Slightly scary. So, yeah, guys, we have a couple alpha keys, so let me pull one up. So let's do one of those real quick. To enter, guys, you just need to be following us, and then you'll have to type in !raffle once it starts. I gotta get Moobot up and running first. I'm a little scared that you're in love with a trap queen. I don't know what you're using the word trap in context of. It's a little scary, Snapple. I don't think that's politically correct to call Hella one of those. Let's see. Open. Alright, guys. Type. %, not bad. So yeah, guys, that's all you have to do to enter to win. We're gonna give away a couple alpha codes tonight. We'll do one now. We'll do another, like, probably after the next god we go over. So we're gonna go over Ra next, and then we'll finish up with Guan Yu. Guan Yu is really interesting. And then if there's more time after that, I'll just keep streaming and we'll do whatever you guys want to see. So we'll just look at whatever we want. I might just play some of my favorite gods or go back and play some of the other ones. See if we can get a better game with Hercules. Mo Money, make sure you remember the exclamation mark, man. I don't want you to, like, miss out on it. You love Bill Nye? It's good to know. Man, Mo Money. Now don't forget to E, man. We're looking out for you, dog. Alright, so we have a couple alpha codes. I'm just going to pick a winner now, and we'll probably do another winner later, so. Congrats to those of you guys who are already here and watching. Hey, what's up, Don Equaled? We're doing a raffle now, so I'll give you a couple seconds real quick. I'm going to pull a winner in like a minute. Hey, what's up, Toasted Soldier? Nice name. Oh, nice. Greenberg liked my post about this. That's cool. You've got it. Good luck. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to pick a winner. Let's see who we got. Let's see who we got. Close the raffle. Draw a winner. Abyss. I didn't even see, oh, you did type. I was like, I didn't even see it. You're like stealth chat. Congrats, man. That's awesome. Alright, so I'm going to send you a code. Yo, dude, Abyss, you got to get this code to teach Snapple how to play, man. That's kind of like your duty as a human being. Anyone who gets this immediately needs to, like, just become better than Snapple. Nice and easy. Congrats, dude. We'll do at least one more, probably two, to be honest, before the end of the night. So, just stick around. Alright, so we're going to go over Ra real quick, guys. Just going through all the starter guides, so that way new players know what to look for when they start playing. Ra is a mage, so he's the first mage we're going to look at. So, for Ra in particular, this is a absurd amount of damage, because your magical power can just get so high. So, this is a really simple ability. It's just a line shot. It does a lot of damage. It's got a 10-second cooldown, so pretty quick. I'm going to go through his passive really quickly, just because every time he uses an ability, he gets a little bit of movement speed. So that's good to know. So you're going to be pretty quick. Divine Light's an interesting ability because it's like one of the few abilities that does like a visual blind. So it's like a flashbang in an FPS. So like it's a really unique concept, and you're going to be able to blind people basically if they're facing you, just like a flashbang. And, you know, it also does a little bit of damage, and it's also got a little bit of slow. Solar Blessing is, like, the cool ability to Ra for me. It's not either of the lasers. I think this is what makes him cool, is it's a circle that does damage over time, basically, as well as healing you. So if you're smart enough to fight in here, and someone on the other team's dumb enough to fight in here, you're probably going to win. Searing Pain is like the Ra ability. He shoots a giant laser, you know, like it's really cool. And the cooldown on this can get super low if you're maxing CDR, which is always neat. So let's go look at Ra. Alrighty, let me find my Ra guide. Yeah, so if you're thinking of League of Legends, he looks like Azir, but he's got like a mix between Lux and Victor. It's pretty tight. So I know that's what you're going with, Keezy. We're going to go to practice really quick. Go to jungle practice. Yeah, it's a Lux ult. It's literally a Lux ult. You know, like an Iron Man or whatever, you know, giant laser. It's pretty tight. And he says hot item way too much. Just literally all game he's going to go hot item. I've heard it way too much. No, but he's really cool. Like, I don't think he's one of my favorite personally, but he's a very interesting character. Alright, so for this guy, I normally go power. Now, I like to buy Book of Toe. Stacking item. You gotta be able to stack and kill minions for this, but the nice benefit is this ability does so much damage it practically instant clears a wave. So we got that. So like I said, it does mana, MP5, magical power, absurd amount of magical power, and it also stacks to give you more mana. It's pretty nice. Additionally, your mana becomes magical power. It's a really neat one. So after that, I normally go find my boots. And I like, let's see, what do I like anymore? I don't even remember. Okay, I go back and forth on this one between the cooldowns and the magical power ones. I think I'm going to go with the focus ones today. I still haven't decided which one I like more. Okay, so at that point, I like to get Bancroft's Talon. It's a really nice ability item. Gives you a little bit of magic, or gives you a little bit of magic lifesteal, as well as a lot of AP. So you got a lot of ability power. Alright, so we got that down. At that point, I really like Ratatouille. And I also like Obsidian Shard. Then for my last item, this is where I kind of like mix things up depending on what I need. This one's pretty effective if you're getting killed by physical damage. So we're going to level up. You're going to level these up in this order. So you want to go for your ult, then your 1, then your 3, and then your 2. Alright, so we're in the Ra area. So Ra v Ra, man. Let's do this. First off, that's his ult. That's his 1. It's practically death. Like, that's how OP this stuff gets late game. Really short cooldowns, too. So, like, he tried to ult me. I just blinded him. He actually blinded me, too. Let's see if I can make him spawn again. So, like, watch this, though. Like, standing in here, I'm going to keep healing for a good bit, even though he's dealing damage to me. Nice and easy. It's really pretty strong. No! Evil Ra. Why hast thou forsaken me? Are you dead? Alright, so we're going to go play a game. It's a lot easier to see. Like, there's honestly not a ton of nuance to this. Some of the cool things to know. You can shoot through walls with your ult or whatever. I think. Well, definitely with your Q. Or your 1 ability, sorry. I call things on the keyboard sometimes, because I do have a little bit of a background starting there. I still need to do those codes too. I'll do those later. I'm not really concerned about the curse voice Apollo. It's honestly not that cool. I wish the PC codes worked on here. I have Alienware or Raw just waiting to upload it over. Alright, so I'm going to make sure we get to Raw before they steal them from me. I don't want to like back out and be that guy. Not that anyone really plays Raw. Chess type tomorrow? Chess type. Yo, I hope they have a good one. Yeah, dude, I got some bad stuff in my chest. I tried. No, I was trying for like the Mercury skin, and I think I ended up getting like Aphrodite. Could have been worse. I have this skin. Whenever it merges, that'll be cool. But like everyone in the world, and by the world I mean America, I want that skin. That is freaking tight. I got Aphrodite. Like Afro. I got Aphrodite and I got a Zeus skin. I got whatever the like human looking Zeus is. The one that doesn't look like a god. I got 2 skins. Like, I didn't get any crap. That was nice. Alright, so I got a Rama, a Thunderhead Zeus, Kuki, Guan Yu. Okay. So that's 3 major AP sources, which is going to be a little scary. So I might change up my build a little bit here. Probably Zeus Almighty. That sounds about right, dude. Right, so we're going to grab 1 point in each. What do I like starting on this? I'm not exactly sure anymore. I don't think anyone's going to, like, gangbang me this game, so I may be, a little dumb with what I just did, but we're going to go with it. Their team doesn't really have an assassin, so... Nice, Keezy. I'll have to do that later tonight. Chests are pretty cheap, if I remember. It's like 200. Alright, so hopefully they're smart enough to let me have this, because I'm like our main wave clear. And I can heal them all. If they're nice to me. I'm gonna hold my heals ransom. It's like, give me the mana. So yeah, for anyone who hasn't played Arena before, let's restart. If we were gonna do a conquest video, it'd be a little more complicated. Ooh, I thought we had that. Just on the outside of the range, I guess. I've tried a lot of different starts with this guy, and I haven't really found one that's, like, for me yet. The way I like to play. Like, I know my build I want, but I kind of change it up a lot on the way I get there. I'm going to back real quick. We got 2 people already backing. I don't know what my team's doing that crazy up there. We're going to go to offense, like I said. We want this book. We want to get the stacking going. A hot item. So yeah, that's the indicator on this. It's super good. Man. It was nice by Vulcan. Let me get that heal down there for my team. Got some good damage out. Not gonna get a kill there, but at least helpful. One of the cool things about Ra, though, is you can heal your minions, which makes him a lot better at pushing too, because you can not only kill the enemy minions quickly, but you can heal your own, especially when you're trying to take a turret in Conquest. Did we hear what, Hella? Just trying to make sure my cat wasn't screaming. He's been running up and down the halls, kind of distraught. Yeah. I doubt that's the cat, but he's been pretty loud. It's me. Don't know. Oh, let me check. There shouldn't be anything in the background. I'm just double checking to make sure something didn't suddenly start making noise. Yeah, no, all my tabs should be muted, dude. Yeah, let's just close them all. I'll close all my tabs anyway. That's weird. That's so strange. Yeah, I don't hear what you guys are hearing, so maybe. What's up, Final? This is what we mean by Bologna being OP. She just ran at their whole team and didn't care. What's up? See if we can heal Thor here. Can you get that kill? No, he can't. He's a failure. Alright, I'm gonna back real quick. What do we want anymore? We're gonna go for a Void Stone this game just because of the amount of AP they have. Yeah, no, I really liked Rogue Legacy when I played it on the PC. I played a lot of that game. Yeah, I'll be doing another giveaway soon, dude. You can just ask Final. I like giving stuff away. He always gives me crap for it. So one of the cool things is you can see down there that I'm getting my stacks, and that's something I didn't point out earlier, is you actually see how many stacks you have by looking at your icon bar down at the bottom. I don't know, I feel like we're winning, but we're not, so let's see how this goes. Oh, he dodged. I don't know how I wasn't expecting that. And I died. Kappa. I don't know why that gets a Kappa. Unless you're insinuating I'm not a man. I mean, I don't know why I'd give away my Xbox, but... Oh, that's really nice. I see how it is bitter. Oh man, I only got him. I needed to hit the other guy. Alright, so I thought we were doing okay this game. Not so much. Do I at least get to wear fishnets if I have to be a chick? Or am I name like Snapple? 'Cause he won't do it. So we're going for the cooldowns. Yeah, I should be getting more kills this game. I'm not exactly playing the best Raw. There we go, we picked him off. One of the big things about Raw is making sure you hit that ult. Alright, so the reason I aged... Oh god, it didn't even matter. Let's say the reason I Aegis there was I was trying to avoid that Zeus pop while getting stunned by what's his name. Project Root's gonna be a little fun for you there, Clockwork. It's not one I'm picking up. Man, we got some damage out. Vulcan's being a little tool over there. Man, I am doing terrible now. Maybe this will help. You've played worse? Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Project Root, aren't you? I played Legendary the Box. I played Black Site. I played... What was that other game that was terrible? I played that one that was like a Civil War time jumper thing. That was pretty bad. That was a retail. Yeah, all the games I was listening I had to play. I wouldn't have played them otherwise. There we go, we got him. Took long enough. Finally took him out. I don't know if I can trust Snapple's judgment on games when he says Trials is a terrible game, but then he goes and buys that. Project Root. So I don't think I can trust him. You just really can't trust a guy who does that. Oh, I don't even think I hit anybody. Snapple has the worst taste. Yeah, it's true. A hot item. So we got some pen now. We should hit a little harder. Man, blinding him didn't even matter. That's Guan Yu. That's the character I'm going to play next. As you can tell, this is not my favorite mage. I'm more of a Poseidon guy. He's definitely effective, though, if you can use him. Especially if your team has someone who can CC people, which we don't really have. So I'm like having to hit people who are just moving. I mean, there's a way around that. I could have built the slow item. I just haven't. Being a little greedy here. Make sure that gets taken out. I want to keep dealing damage, but I don't got much, so I'm just like autos. Nice, she healed enough. Alright, I'm basing. There's no point in me being up here at this point. I'm just gonna die instantly. Clockwork, I don't even think we have any more Shovel Knight codes. We might have one. Oh man, I thought she'd have him there longer. I think we still got him, but could have been a little easier on my end. Oh, that was terrible use of that one. I should have used it closer to myself so that I could have healed off it. Zeus is on the right. I'm a little scared of him. Bellona's just going to carry us because she's OP. That's what I'm counting on. It's impossible to not play Bellona well. Kool-Aid tastes like poor people? Are you like terrible human beings, Snapple? You just like hate poor people? I like Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid's awesome. I also like crappy blue box mac and cheese. Oh god, I shouldn't have used that there. Take him out. Take him out. Oh, sweet. That could have gone so much worse. Clockwork, we might have one more. I mean, I don't honestly check very often. If you're going to buy Project Root, you should buy Shovel Knight. The nice thing, though, is this game's free when it comes out. But I know a lot of you guys are waiting for achievements. Yeah, no, Bitter and I are the best, dude. We the best. There's not even a T in it. You're too busy hating on us, you stole our tea. That's why we drink Kool-Aid, because we don't have a tea. Yeah, my Ra is not very good. I think that's what we've realized. I'm gonna go with it. My Ra is just not the best. There's other mages that I do a lot better at. Ra is just not one of them. Especially not with the team comp we just happened to have that game. If I'd had a Ymir on my team, my lasers would have been a lot easier to hit. I would have done a lot better. Oh, you didn't buy it? You want it? That's understandable. Hey, we leveled up to 26. That's always nice. Alright, we're going to go over our last god. I'm going to do one more giveaway right now just to help whoever's here out. Moobot. Let's pull it up. So, we're going to do a giveaway. Alright guys, just type raffle for a chance to win a Smite Alpha code. I'll pick the winner at the end of the next game. So I'm just going to go over the last guide that we had planned for tonight. So we're going to go over Guan Yu really quickly. And then we're going to play a game as him, and then we'll do the raffle. So it's open right now. Make sure to enter. Alright, I'm going to go over his passive really quickly. Just as he takes damage, it increases his heal, which is really cool. So you can get up to 2 times the max healing. And the thing is, you got to remember that a single hit is a single hit. It doesn't matter how much damage that hit did. Conviction is that healing. So you heal yourself and your allies, and it also reduces your cooldowns by 2 seconds, which is really cool. So then you got Warrior's Will over here. This is your biggest burst ability. You do a good bit of damage. You slow someone and you dash through them. And it also lowers all your cooldowns again by 2 seconds. Now, Talu Assault is your bread and butter, more or less. You just kind of like slash at people constantly. And as you're doing it, you're doing damage every 0.3 seconds for a whole 3 seconds. On top of that, you're immune to being knocked back, and you're stealing protections. So you can basically steal at full ranks 30 protections. So what that means is you're taking 30 off someone and putting 30 on yourself, which is like a 60-point swing, which is really cool. Yeah, the slow is really important. Cavalry Charge is really cool as well. It's a nice ability. You become immune to crowd control. And this is probably one of your higher damage abilities, if you can actually hit it on people consistently. Because each consecutive hit on a single target will increase the damage by 20%. And then when you dismount, you you stun the enemies. So a little tired here. So that damage escalation is really cool. But yeah, no, your normal combo is going to be something like you're going to come at him with this. You're going to dash through him. You can possibly heal, and then you can probably get another one of these out to finish them, if you're lucky. Alright, so we're going to play a game as Guan Yu real quick. I'm just going to go straight into Arena. I honestly don't think I'm going to have to show you his abilities that closely. Alright, so we're going to go for Guan Yu. He's a fun one. I actually kind of like him. He was one of the ones that like didn't connect for a little bit with me, but after playing a few games, it actually made a lot more sense. So let's hope we get something that's a little bit more high damage on our team, because right now we're a bunch of bruisers. I really like this skin. I wish I had it. It's pretty cool. I just want to broom people to death. Alright, so it looks like Hanzo's not going to pick a god, so we're going to get picked out to Q. Probably the best, because my team there would have been a little interesting. Oh, man. Oh, we got our Guan Yu. Oh, Circuit. I like Circuit. She's fun. I wish we had some skin cones. That would have been really cool. Maybe next time. Maybe Hadraz will check this out and give us some next time. Man, I'm yawning. I just saw me yawn on stream. Not a good look. Then again, who does look good when they yawn? Ouch. Clockwork throwing it down. Gauntlet's thrown. Alright, so they've got two really high damage mages. A really high damage AD carry hunter. Yeah, you got good odds if you're still here. You got very good odds. I'll be honest, if there's only 2 people who entered, I'll probably give you both a code. I'm not going to be that dick who only gives one of you one. Three, I don't know about. 3, I'll let you fight it out to the death. Yeah, 1v1 raffle death time. Alright, so for this guy, I really do like this item. It may be a poop item, but I think it's pretty cool. And then typically, 'cause I just don't like anything, I just grab beads. So, Utalu Assault, like I said, is a really simple concept. It's just this right here. You're healing right here. Your dash does it slow, and they drop the cooldowns when you use them. Alright, so I'm going to tank this because I can heal myself and get a bigger heal for the team. I'm just going to take that because we don't really have a mage anyway. Is Artemis still with me? Yeah. It's like, I'm totally down to get her a camp, but I don't want to, like, just kill the camp and die. Alright, so she's going to grab it. I'm going to back. I would normally do the next camp, but we're down to, like, 1 person. Don't really care. This is not my friend. Oh, God. Hell is starting rumors. So one of the things I really like about this guy is pretty decent at pushing a wave. Especially because your heal heals minions as well. So I got my ult. I'm looking for my team, trying to figure out where they're at. No one dad should have all the shower. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. That's why Bitter and I are both dads, so that way you have 2. I don't know why Snapple wanted 2 dads. He's a little weird. Alright, so he's ulting. If you don't move on the last tick, you don't get stunned. It's a little trick. It's not even that complicated. Alright, can we kill this guy? I want Zebelonke. Oh, that dash out just saved them for sure. And I don't think my team's really wanting to fight. I don't know what they're doing. I'd love to buy that. That's a little expensive at the moment. I'm going to save up for it. Snapple, stop being so needy to bitter. Alright, so I'm mostly trying to stay somewhat near my team so I can try to heal them. I'd also like to just steal protections. Make whoever, like, they end up CCing a lot weaker. A lot quicker that they can die. So, like, we put a good bit of damage on him. I'm gonna back, though, in a second, because otherwise I'm going to be dead. I was hoping I could dash out of that. This guy takes a little bit of time to power up, especially with the build I'm using. Let's see what we can do, though. My team's also kind of a bunch of pansies the way they're playing. Every time I look, someone's like over on the sides not doing a jungle camp because they're not there anymore. Artemis is backing. Oh, I thought Carnage was supposed to add him to the schedule. I can do that for you later, Snapple. I thought you told me you'd get it in the morning. Alright, so it's my whole team here for once. Let's fight. I'm going in. Alright, so I'm just gonna pop him. I'm gonna dash out once I can. Couldn't. Oh well. I got rid of Poseidon and didn't let him do his ult. That was kind of my goal. Like, could that have gone better? Definitely. If you notice, there's a passive indicator on the left. Every time I'm getting hit, you see there's more blood. And that thing's getting more bloodied. That's how you know what your healing is going to be like. It's really cool that they have those for almost all the characters that have a passive that can be visually indicated. It's a really easy way to keep track of them. He's just going for it. I think I hit him. Trying to heal her though. That board just like did nothing. Yeah, you can have it. I think I can get to Kuki. Oh my goodness, no I can't. Man, that was rough. I need some magic resist. Like, that's what's just gonna keep shredding me all game. Yeah, go. This is arena. There's also the normal lane mode. We haven't been doing the lane mode because since a lot of people are new to MOBAs, there's a much more beginner-friendly mode. So I'm just kind of showing off the champions. I could do an entire night devoted to Conquest. It'd be much longer than this is. It's a much more complicated game mode. Man, I'm not pulling my weight this game. That's the clone. hoping we could get there like right at the last second. Oh man, I'm dead. God. I don't know if I'm tired or if I'm just kind of ticked off. I'm like tilted. These guys are playing so pansy, like it's not even fun to play. It's like just do damage, Artemis. They've also got a dirty combo, because... Yeah, no, I play League. I'm a big League fan. Alright, he dashed out. Got the slow on him. I don't know why I just wasted that on the fake one. Mercury's in base again for like the 40th time. See if I can bail out Artemis. At least she's trying to do something. That horse is pretty tight, yeah. No, like, honestly, this game, we should be doing a little better than this. We got 2 assassins on our team, and they're playing way too scared to be an assassin. Like, there's a difference between wanting to go in and finish someone off and, like, not being willing to go in. I don't know what he was trying to do there. At least he did something. I'll give him bonus points. He did something for the first time. Surcat's already out of the fight again without doing anything. This is my horse. My horse is amazing. I don't even remember that. Oh, normally I buy Jotun's Wrath. I don't know why I forgot that. That might be part of what's off with me tonight. Hey, she did something finally. God, I'm dead. That was my bad. They've got like straight up AoE combo, and we've got a bunch of assassins, so this is not really the best team comp. We don't really have a mage. Should still be able to pick people off. We're just not. Just going for me. The nemesis-y. That Spartan is your favorite? Which one's that? Insta-gib. Yeah, we're just getting popped by Kooky and what's his name? Sweet lemonade, oh sweet lemonade. Man, I'm so lost. I really like Mercury. He's gotta know how to play him. AKA, you can't be a pansy. There we go. My horse is amazing. Finally did something. Fun, fun, fun. Nah. We're not gonna surrender. It's almost over. I don't know the internets. Yeah, dude. I don't spend all day looking up random memes. I was in law school. I, like, didn't read the internet for, what, 3-4 years? Like, did not have time. It's still an alpha. The beta should be soon, though. Oh god, Kooky, I hate you. I was just running at that point. Oh, the minions are just going straight in. No one cares. I've given up hope on this game a long time ago. We're gonna see what we can do, though. Dude, this match is horrible. It's gonna go poor. I've done pretty well with Guan Yu, but it's not happening this game. Like, he's very much an in-your-face kind of guy, and like, if your team doesn't want to stand next to you and let you heal them, and just wants to run away and die, not much you can do to help them. Like, this Surcat's just like getting insta-gibbed at this point by a single E from Kooky. Before she can even get a single part of her combo off. Like, I've got a lot of healing, if you notice. Oh man. Let's go ham. Ham sauce. Oh, he dashed out at the last second. Smart guy. I was trying to see if I could get the stun on him. Yeah. Yeah, odds are very good in the raffle. Is it literally just you and a goat? Oh, look. I think it's more than just you and a goat. I haven't really been able to show off like the reset mechanic. Like, there was a game I played earlier today where literally I just got that heal off every second because my team was just like face rolling these guys. Man, I don't know why I tried to do this. I'm not even gonna get to him in time. Like, I got the slow, but that's not gonna matter. Still died. JV, you gotta have a code. Yeah, this one's not looking too hot, boys. I had a feeling from the start it was gonna be a little bad. Just kill the Nemesis, I'll be happy. There we go. We won. We won. Snapple's like placeholder just died. That was his first character. Just so cheap. Not that cheap, but just pretty cheap. Especially for him. The circuit's really cheap too, and our circuit's just not doing anything. Yeah, that was game 5 of ranked 5s basically, Keezy. Like a bunch of people who do the same thing. Champion-wise, and not a single person doing it right. Dude, I would love some tacos. I had fajitas for dinner, but tacos sound good. Both normal tacos and bitters kind of tacos. Alright, guys. So I think we're going to call it for tonight's stream, but before we do that, I'm going to go back and check the raffle and see what happened. How many people did enter? Yeah, dude, if you have a full team, you can wreck people. No, I had homemade fajitas. They were quite good. Looks like we have like 5 entries. Final like that one, apparently. Alright, so we're going to close this. Time to draw a winner. Who'd we get? It's not following. Is following. Congrats. Well, a goat. You may have at least won. What am I drinking? It's Diet Coke. Totally Diet Coke. Alright, so 1 second. And yeah, Diet Coke had. One second. Let me find my codes real quick. I closed the window. I gotta pull them back up. Let me see how many we got. What do we got? What do we got? So yeah, guys, I'm Cain141 with XBLA fans. We do a lot of streams on the site, so definitely check out some of our other ones. I'm doing Smite tonight, obviously. I've been doing Smite on a lot of Tuesday nights, just because Tuesday is the night I'm normally free. So let me see something really quickly here. Send out the code. Alright, you got your code now. Awesome, dude. Good luck. Let me know what you think of it. Love to hear back from you and hear what you thought of the game. Just make sure I sent you the right one. Perfect. Alright, so just gonna check. Tomorrow, we've got me doing some Castle Storm. Then Zero's going to be doing some Shovel Knight. And then Snapplecap's going to be snappling. But I have no idea what he's going to be snappling doing. Let me just see what happens if I hit a random button here. I did not even know he was in this one. Here you go. Hey, Nova. I felt like being nice. I'll get crap about it later from Final, probably, but figured I'd give you another one. You've been in here the entire time, pretty much wanting one, so wanted to toss that your way. Yeah, I saw. I pulled your name, obviously. I'm pulling up a code. Alright, so, Nova, definitely let me know what you think of the game, man. Let me see, where's Moobot? Sending you a code. Smite. Alright, guys, so that's it for me tonight. Definitely thank you for following us. And, also, big thanks for anyone who's subbed to the channel. If you notice, you got Fitter over here, who has the channel subscriber. The Giant XF, Clockwork has it too. Big thanks to those guys. What they're doing helps support the channel and helps us, like, upgrade our gear. Like, right now I'm actually using an Elgato, which, we actually got some of those units from Elgato, which is really cool. That one I actually bought. And it's a really nice device that allows us to stream. Pretty high quality. Definitely check out the Founders Pack on Smite if you guys are interested. $30, and it unlocks all the gods, which is really cool. And another cool thing is you got our emotes right here, which Bitter's displaying. The XBLA PC broken controller and the XBLA unlock, which is our achievement unlock icon. Those are things you get when you subscribe. Super cool. We actually have 2 more emotes that should be happening very soon. And, yeah, so very cool stuff. Thanks again, guys. I don't know how I just turned. Oh, well, I lifted up my Elgato. Apparently, I turned it off. I'm terrible. But thanks again, guys. Very cool, and I'm done for tonight. Thanks again.